Hello there. How y'all doing today? It is Monday, June 24. Already June 24, y'all. Like in a minute, it's getting ready to be July. So I went back to work today, and it's just a half a day for us today through Wednesday. And I came home and had something cool to drink and took a little nap. And then I said, I'm going to think about starting a journal today. This kind of journal has been on my mind for all these weeks, y'all, because one day, about maybe 3 weeks ago, I saw a junk journal that was called, I think it was called Trashy Junk Food Journal or something like that. And I watched it and I was like, oh, I got to make one of them. That's so cool. And so I had already watched Pam at the Paper Outpost make one out of using, she went to McDonald's, she had lunch, and she saved all of her trash, her bag, her napkins, the wrapping from the sandwich, the fry container box. She saved everything, and greasy and all, she made a journal out of all of it because she was like, okay, junk journal, the purpose is to use things that would be going into the trash or entering a landfill or somewhere like that, and we can make beautiful things out of it. And what was greasy, she used the inside of other packaging to kind of, mask it or something like that. It turned out really nice. And so I had seen that before. But now I want to try my hand at my own junky journal. Like, let me show y'all some of the stuff. This is my sugar bag. And inside I have all these things. I don't want to take a long time to show you this stuff. I saw whoever had their journal that I was looking at, they used a milk bottle, like strawberry milk, one serving size bottle, and she cut it and she glued this thing down like this on it. I forgot her name. And then she used this part of the cap on the other side. Cat hairs everywhere. And this became the closure to her journal. And I thought that was so cool. So I cut this out of a regular water bottle. I don't know if I'm going to use that kind of thing. But these are some of the things I've been holding on to. We got rice and M&Ms, and we got some kind of cashew nut cluster, gum, some kind of breakfast bun, more gum, some breakfast cereal bars, some candy. Okay, we have this part. This is gum. Okay, so I'm going to be working on this for a while. I can already tell you that it's going to be a 3-part video. It might be 4. Because I want to make mine while I'm doing it. I still have this in there. I have tea bags. I have Folger box. I have bears, cookies and water bottle labels, and a kitten bag from the cat food. And that's just one of my little tuck away packages for things that I've been yet holding on to. Okay, then I have a Cheetos bag. Listen, when I was collecting this stuff at school, the kids would say, Miss Howard, you want this? Miss Howard, you want this? And they kept saying that, and I was like, yep. And then I was like, no, I already got something like that. No, I already got something. So we have a few other things in here. Okay, I thought maybe this could be my closure opposed to what she was using here. I said maybe I could use something like this. Don't know if it'd be strong enough, but that's what I came up with in my thinking. And we have some things in here that we want to, you know what I'm saying, incorporate into our journal. Okay, spicy noodle bag and all things. So the only thing about mine that I'm going to try and do, clearly I've not done this before. So, some will probably watch every part because they just rock with me like that. And thank you so much. But some probably will just watch and then go on to the next part. I have a bacon box. I have another idea for this, but I'm going to use this in my journal too. These came from soda, 12 packs. The sodas are still here, so that's all the box I have right now. I don't want the cans all over the place. And we have that. And we have these things. Yep, this is from Christmas, but it's been in the refrigerator for all this time. And we got this. This is a Laffy Taffy candy paper. And, you know, we're just holding on to all this trash. Just holding on to it. But if you've seen my short, I had a YouTube short that I created a couple weeks ago. I washed a lot of my trash. I wash everything that we eat out of, you know, like a bag like this. I wash it and dry it and hang it up, you know, so it can dry. That's what I do. Or I use paper towel. So this was some kind of cereal that I like, Reese's peanut butter cereal like this. Is chocolate and peanut butter, but this one was phony. I'm not sure what in the world they came up with when they was making this, but my son likes this kind of cereal. We used to use Captain Crunch peanut butter and use the Cocoa Puffs chocolate cereal balls, and we put the two together in a bowl. But then Reese came out with one, and we was like, oh, we don't really like that because we're so used to our other one, but we like the Reese regular. Whatever this Bats series was, it wasn't the one. Okay, I'm just saying, for me, it was not the one. Okay, so now we got that. What kind of cat hair everywhere? Okay, meanwhile, we have all these bags and packages. I'm not going to go through all of them. This is what the short was about, most of it. Okay, I'm just flip through and everything, and you can see something, and then you'll see it as we go. Okay, this was what I was going to think about using at first as my bag, which would be my package. But I was like, I don't know, because I got so much stuff and I don't know what I want to use. And then we have this bag, which I'm going to hold this with this because these are the two largest bags. And I wanted to use these as covers for my journal because that seed bag, while it's big, it wasn't big enough. And so I was like, I don't think that's going to work. Then I couldn't figure out how I was going to put this together to make, you know, it work. But I'm going to hold these to the side right here for a second because I'm thinking I'm going to use this because I want to add paper to mine, to my journal, because somebody might say, oh, this is really cool. And I'm going to add paper to it. And if nobody wants it, that's fine. I don't care. It won't be a big issue. I'm going to make it, you know, my projects that I try to create, I want to make them nice for people to desire and want to buy. But if they don't, I still want to like it. I want it to be something that I like and that I would want, and, you know, from my own creativity. I can't be everybody else, and I'm not going to try. I'm just going to do my part for what I'm trying to do. Okay, so that's where I'm at with that whole piece. All right, and so now we have all kinds of boxes because we've been saving boxes for forever because we realize that we need them all the time because this is free chipboard when you buy your food. This is what they call chipboard, whatever that's supposed to mean. I call it cardboard that they, you know, put together and put food in, made food safe. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we got right there. And we have this. I found this when I was at my daughter's house floating around in the grass. And I said, oh, I need that. And I seen this. And I was like, I need that too. Because trash be in the city. Okay, you live in the city, you're going to see some trash on the ground. I also found this by her dumpster where she lives. It's still wet. I wet it. I mean, I ain't wet it. I washed it. But clearly it's still got water inside. So I've got to dry this one out. But I got this too. And this. All these I tucked into here. I found at my daughter's when I stayed over her house on Monday just passed. Okay. And then this is my last one. This is what I washed and was on the clothesline, okay? On the clothesline out back and on my wall. I was very upset when I had this. This was a piece of paper that they put inside your box for Popeyes when you get some Love That Famous chicken from Popeyes, okay? This is what this was, that paper, but it was so soft and fragile, it tore all up. but we're going to use it anyway. And we have all these different packages in here. And the reason why I said I want to add paper to mine is because I have these kinds of papers, you know, sandwich wraps. I found all this stuff outside. All this stuff was outside. And I washed it all in some dishwater with bleach in it and everything. And now it's clean and safe enough to incorporate into a journal. And so this is where I am with the whole thing. And I'm going to put paper in mine. I also found these bags. This bag I bought food recently. And so this bag I have, but I have these bags from outside 7-Eleven and, you know, some kind of McDonald's bag and Popeye's chicken box. All this stuff came from outdoors, okay? I said all this is free trash that needs to get swept up and put somewhere, like in the trash can, okay? I just had this the other day. I said, oh, don't forget to use that. That's a nice bag, a nice pocket bag, okay? So we're going to use these things. Some of them, we won't be able to use them all. I have to tell myself, Joanne, you cannot use all of it. Okay, you steady collecting this trash. You need to go ahead and start this journal because you are collecting, and there's no end to this stuff. You know, you're walking around, you just see trash floating around, and you know, somebody eating something, you're like, dang, I want that pack they got. I don't have one of them, you know, that kind of thing. And you can't put everything in there. So, you know, that's where I'm at with the thing. Girl, you can't put it all in there. So, we yet moving all this back into our little drawer compartment that we have sitting here. Okay, somebody want to see? It's just, you know, like this and everything. A whole container full of trash, okay? You see it. That's what we got here. All right, and so now, here's the paper I'm going to use. I have several rolls of this because, y'all, when I say I've been buying all kinds of stuff when I started this channel, I bought this stuff because I didn't want to have paint all over my table in places. So I bought this kind of paper, and my idea was to make sure that I can use it to cover my table when I'm painting on canvases and things like that. So now I said I have this brown paper. Let's use some of it. So that's what I'm going to do. Instead of coffee dime paper or whatever, I'm cutting it from the end. I know y'all can't see. It's okay. But this is going to be what I'm going to use because journal means write. It means write something. You know what I mean? So I want to make sure I put some paper in the journal. You know, somebody might just want a journal that's just trash, and somebody might not. They might be like, oh, that's cool that you made that, but I sure don't want it. But then, if it has paper in it, somebody might be like, oh, now that's cool. Right, because, I mean, she put the paper in there, and it's got tags, and it's got this, and it's got that, and yeah, that makes it cool. So, yeah, I want to get that from her. So, I was thinking I probably need at least 10 pieces of paper. That's what I was thinking. Now, y'all see this paper is curled up and rebellious. Okay, so now what I'm trying to do is get it situated so that I can just go ahead and get me a few pieces. Can't you do that on another, you know, segment like when we not watching? Yeah, I could, but I'm showing you how I'm putting it together. And some people like this. They be like, oh, okay, what'd you do? How'd you do that? Right. So that's where I'm at. We're not doing no kind of measurement. We just cutting this paper. I have 5 rolls of it. I have not used it for anything. So we're going to yet go ahead and cut it and make us some paper to incorporate. And then we don't have to do this part later. Because this is all this part is. This part of this video was just to tell you what I'm getting ready to work on. Tell you how I don't know what I'm doing with the whole thing. But I'm going to put my hand to it. Okay? And to show you how I'm coming together with the whole thing. We're putting some paper in there. So we got to get the paper together. Okay? And it's curled up and everything. And trying to run away from me. But we're just going to put it right here and come together with it. And then we'll cut it down to match that cornflake box that you was looking at first. So now we got maybe two pieces, and 2 makes 4. Now somebody said, well, you probably can cut that up some more, and maybe I can, but I don't know yet. So I want to cut all this whole roll. It ain't that many pieces, I'm sure. So this will probably give us 1 more, and then it might be 1 more piece after that, and then that's going to be 8 in my thinking. Okay, that's going to be 8 in my thinking. I don't know if I'll be able to get more pieces out of this, but if I can't, I'll just cut another one, another piece or 2 out of another roll off camera. But right now I just want to get this cut so I can size it up. I know y'all trying to figure it out, like, okay, this girl is crazy, but I'm not. I'm just like, you know, showing y'all the process. This is my own kind of tutorial, okay? This is my own kind. Like, I mean, this is what you got to do. You don't know what you're doing? You got to try something. And when you try it, maybe it's never been done before, and you can't try it to make it again for somebody. So you show them what you're doing while you're making it, and you talk about it like they do on tutorials. That's it. That's all they do. They make one if they can make it and everything, and then they show you how they made it, and that's it. Okay? And so they're making it twice or whatever, or, you know, adding something to what they already made. That's how I see tutorials, you know? So it's like, I made this, now I gotta, you know, remember. And then if you're smart enough, you write it down and everything so that you don't have to, you know, play the guessing game while you're filming. Okay, so now we got 3, which makes 6, and this is probably the last piece, right? See? I didn't know that, but I know it doesn't feel that wide, so, or that thick, you know, in diameter. So we just right here. This got a crinkle cut on the edge. That gave me a new idea. Okay? All right. We'll crinkle cut the ends when we put it in the journal, because that makes the paper look nice. And we got pinking shears so that we can do that. Now, okay, we got this part. Now, let's put this on here. And then we'll straighten this one up and put this on here. And I'm sorry about all the noise, but it's, you know, it's paper. Paper makes noise. Okay, so we have 4. We have 4. Okay, let's try and get these paper clips or some kind of bull clip or something, whatever they call these things. I call them a binder clip, okay? I'm going to use one of these and put that on there so this won't curl up. And then I'm going to get one for over here too. All right? And see how we can handle this thing. Because this is, you know, trying to get away from me. All right, I got this here. All right, so we got that. All right, now, so here's my thing. I got this paper, and I got it right here like this. Okay, we got 4. They almost even. Let's try and see if we can make them all the way even. Okay, now we got to unclip it. All right, let's see. All right, we got to make it even because I want to size it to the cereal box, right? Right, that's what we want to do, because the paper that we would normally use is going to be folded in half, like I folded this, right? That's how you sew it into your box to make it a signature type of thing, okay? So now what I wanted to do is when I make mine, okay, I want to open this up, and I'm not seeing, I seen what I saw, okay? I saw what I saw. I've seen what I saw, okay? Open that box up. This already has a spine, okay? It's already right there. Somebody's calling me. Who is that? Wait a minute. Let me see. Oh, that was my girlfriend. I thought that was my son, honey. I was getting ready to end this video. Okay, I've still not heard from my son, for those who understand. Okay, whole thing. Okay, meanwhile, this is the spine for this journal. I already measured it. It's 4 inches wide. Okay, let's move the paper for 1 second. Bridget, I'm gonna call you back as soon as I finish my video. Okay, so wait a minute, girl. This is upside down. Let's turn it this way. Okay, so the spine, okay, y'all can't see. All right, let me do what I'm supposed to do, because I know somebody is like, well, what are you doing? That's me working off camera. I'm working off camera. Okay. I want to keep this side, I think. Maybe I should keep, let me see something. That could be a closure by itself. I shouldn't take that off, because that could really be the closure itself. Child, don't cut that off, okay? I had to just, you know, investigate a situation. Let's just go ahead and cut this off. And then somebody can be with me, because these parts we do not need, but we're going to use them. Okay, we're going to use them as tags or bookmarks or something like that in our journal. Okay, that's what we're going to do with that. So now you see the spine is exposed, and I'm aligned. Let me make sure you can see. Okay, let's make sure you see. One is there, and here's the edge, that crease right here. You see it? Okay, so that crease is going to the 1, and when we mark it over, this is past 4. This 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's like 4 1/4. Okay, inches wide. Okay, now the box itself. Let's finish cutting these things off, because we're working on something over here. Okay, we might need that on there, but I'm not sure. So I'm taking it off, okay? And we're going to do the same thing down here, because these we don't need on this end either. Okay, trying to stay in frame, because my phone and tripod is positioned in a way that I don't even know why it's like that. But, you know, I'm working on this thing how I'm working on it, okay? I'm excited, because I've been thinking about it for days, and this gives me such great joy. I just love doing this. And while I'm thinking about, I need to make some money, I really do. I worked on some of my book last night, and I'm going to keep working on my book and work on my journal when I can work on my journal. If I add something to it, then I come back and give y'all a little flip through or something like that. So now, this box is, let me see if y'all can see. Okay, y'all can see. That's 1. It's right there at the edge, and it's coming down, and it's all the way down here to 12 1/2. Okay, we keeping the whole box just like this. That's how we're going to keep it. All right. Okay, let's put that away. Now, okay. All right, so I'm going to keep this, because this might work as a closure. I'm not sure if it will. I'm not sure. Okay, we're going to come back, and this piece might need to come off too, but I don't really know what to say about it. So right here, I'm thinking, should I reinforce this? I might need to. It's already thick, but what I'm thinking about putting here is just a thin piece of cardstock here. You know, some cardstock paper, which I don't have. But I got this ad. What is this thing? Oh, dang. It's not big enough. It's long enough, but let's see. Child, because I'm not going to use this. This was hanging on the door or something like that. I guess somebody ripped it off. They need to call somebody or do something. That's how they ripped this off my, I don't know. I just think that I should put something here, but I want it to be dry like this. So let's find, child, I got all kinds of paper up here. Let me see. This, not enough. I need a piece of paper. Let me see. I got paper up here, y'all. Everything junk journal is up here. I just, you know, haven't even thought about moving stuff around. Okay, what was this? Oh, yeah, let's use this. This was something that we made for our stickers, but then turned out that we couldn't use it because I had put those lines in. This doesn't go all the way up, and that's fine because we're not going to be all the way up there with the sewing. All right? So this is good. This is perfect. Let's just get the scissors again where they at. Okay, they're right here. And we're going to just cut the edges off. I'm not sure what none of these things are right there. Okay, let's see. We're going to just cut this edge off just so we can kind of fit it inside of these two folds that's already in the box. We don't want it to be outside of the fold. This is why they use one of those cutters, honey. But I don't ever be using that. I need to though, because it would help. I just, you know, my measurement is not that great, is all I'm saying. That's why I don't be using this stuff. But I got it. Let me just reach up here and see. Because you can just put it in there and slice it and it's done, right? But I guess, you know how they say practice makes perfect. And, you know, some people do good and better. But I don't do too good with this kind of stuff. So I just be leaving it alone. I'm just saying. So, let's see. Did we get it? I don't know, because there ain't going to be no measurement. I'm just saying, we're just going to chip it until we get it. That's all I got. And maybe it's going to be, you know what I'm saying, good in a minute. I don't know if this is wasting more time or not. Somebody said you need to learn how to measure. Well, I haven't learned how to measure like this, so I'm not upset about it. I'm just going to go ahead and do it until I get it about there. Taking a little bit at a time, okay? But it is faster than me using the scissor. Okay? Somebody understands and appreciate where I'm at with the whole thing. I only need just a little bit more, just a wee bit more. Let's turn it this way and get a little wee bit off of on the side. Okay. How many times did I cut it? I know somebody was counting. Like, if you knew how to measure, you wouldn't be doing that. Right, but it's okay. Everything's fine. This is not about perfection over here. I leave that to the pros. I'm just having fun with my paper. Okay, we still chipping, y'all. Golly, we could have did something else. I know, but, you know, I have to come together with this piece. And we got it. And we got it. Okay, we got it. Okay, everything's fine. We can all calm down now. Everything's all right. Let's come down a little bit. All right, now, let's see. We'll just put a little bit of this wet glue up in here. Don't make it too saturated and everything, but just, you know, come together a little bit so that this can just be reinforced, because we're going to put some big holes in here. We're going to need big holes because we got to sew through bags and paper and all things, and I don't really know how this whole thing going to happen, but I believe it's going to happen. I got faith in myself concerning this, okay? And we're going to just put this down here and hope that it will just reinforce nicely for us. And slide that up in there so this can make sure that it grabs on. All right, so we got that about there and this one about there. So that's about 1/4 of an inch away from the top and the bottom, and that's about what you want when you're trying to put this kind of thing together, because you don't want it all the way at the top. You're not going to be sewing all the way at the top, okay? I'm down too far. Okay. All right, let's come up a little bit. All right, there we go. All right, okay. Now, we got this much, and at the top, we've got that much. About 1/4 of an inch, okay? So now we finish with this and all of our little scrap pieces, okay? We got this many of them, okay? It's okay. We did all right with it. Drop that right on in the trash bin beside us. And now we have this, okay? So now I have some circulars, which is food advertisement, okay? We got some that we're going to save to sew in. We're going to sew these in with our packages, and we're going to sew some of these in. But for this, we're going to put some of these advertisements on here. This one say Happy Thanksgiving. So we're just going to come along and we're going to put something in here. That's what we want to do with this, okay? Just make it very nice and fun, and everybody can be happy at the same time, okay? You, me, and the buyer, okay? I love it. The other day I was on my way to the bank. Yeah, I went to the bank and I went to another store. And as I was traveling about and riding the buses, I was thinking about how I wanted to start my journal that I made before, this great big journal that I made. And I wanted to start writing in it. And I was like, you need to get to that. Excuse me. That thing's sitting upstairs in my bedroom. And I be thinking about it. But it's like, girl, you're going to be consistent with the journaling thing. And I need to, because I got a few things going on right now. Okay? So I'm just trying to understand where and how to do it. I want to start with that right now. I'm going to pull this down a little bit more. It's sliding. And then put this up. And then we got that. And we'll chip all of the rest off later. And then we'll put another one over here. That's Food Depot. So maybe we'll put somebody over here. Shoppers. Who else I have? Shoppers and Safeway. So we'll choose one of them. And put them on this side. This one, oh yeah, we can cover this. The flat piece is on the other side. That could possibly become part of the closure. I'm not sure how it's going to close up. Honey, I might give it a ribbon. You'll never know at this point. You know, because I don't know how it's going to be. It's definitely going to be a chunky one. Okay? A gator mouth, as they call them. It's going to be big. I already know that. So, all right, we got this going. And this is about all I can really get started with, is this and the paper. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. So that's a whole mystery just now. Because, wait, this Food Depot. Let's see, Shoppers might be wide enough. Shoppers might work. Put this on here. And slide it all the way up a little bit more. Okay, and that's good. And now we have that. Now we got both of those. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all hear my voice is going away. This sinus drainage stuff won't let me be great. It will not let me be great. Every time I turn around, something with the throat or some kind of sinus headache or something. I'm not sure what all of it is about. But we're going to keep going and apologize as we go, because I can't do nothing about that. All right, and so we have that, and I'm going to just use this razor and take this little piece off, because we don't need it. And then just lay that down in there. And that's that. All right, and so over here, we could still use a little bit of paper here. So we'll add, I wasn't sure what to do because I'm thinking about this closure piece maybe. I don't know. I was trying. And I didn't want to rip up the box either because the box is the cover. I'm not going to do much to the cereal box cover. Okay, so we got that. Let's take this piece off too. All right. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. It's fine. But maybe we can put something else of a little bit of advertisement right here. And we wanted to be able, see, I'll lay that down and rub that like that because that's very wet. It's too wet. Then it'll dry on here and I'll pick it off. All right, so we got that. Rub that all the way to the end. Make sure it's in this crease because I need that to still fold over. And I'm in this master class this coming Saturday, and I'm very hopeful that someone's going to help me understand how to better do my channel in a way that it can become monetized. So I'm very happy about that this week coming up. So I'm going to try and just use this little end piece of this ad for Safeway, since we have a couple of the circulars running in here. Somebody can see it's Shoppers. Somebody can see it says Food Depot. And I'm going to try and get this one in here so they can see that this is Safeway. The turkey is not important. I just want to make sure I add this part in here that says Safeway. Now we got a couple different circulars in there. Okay? All right. And then we'll leave that and we'll fold this back right here. And when I fold that right there, I can roll this over some and add this onto this piece that I just peeled that cereal package label off of. And then we can strengthen this again a little bit, okay? Fold that piece over onto there. Okay, and we keep the fold inside so that it can do the right thing for us. Okay, so now we have that. All right, it got closer down here than it did on this side, and we'll just put this down because this doesn't matter. I don't need to cut this off. That's fine. Just let that be right there like that. And it can lay right on top. There you go. Now we got that. Okay. I'm happy about it. I am happy about this. This is, you know, the thing that I like to do. I like to do this. I don't even know why. It's just so good for me. I just love it. Okay. Okay, yes, we got that in there, and we'll just snip this piece off here, okay, and we'll trim it up later. All right, so this is what we have so far. We have this cereal box, and we have a 4 1/4 inch spine, and we have this as a possible closure. Now, we don't know how it's going to close yet, and I'll probably run some washi tape down there just to make sure that it's okay. This piece probably can roll over. Let's do it. I think we can just roll this piece over. What's the point of cutting that little edge off? Just go ahead and roll that right on over onto the front of the box and let it lay there. And it can be fine. Okay, so we got that, and that's fine, just like that. All right, and now these edges. They might can come on around too. They might. I don't know. Let's try and see if we can do it. It's okay. We just come together. Just put this on here and put this up on here and slide it on across and let the glue do what the glue does. Okay? Just slide these little pieces up here on the end. It might stay, it might not. It's super wet though, so let's see. It's not staying, but it may in a minute. All right? It's because this board is shiny. Okay? And if it don't stay, it'll be fine. We'll just sandpaper it off and keep going. Okay? It's fine. It's just wet. Alright, so it held on to the other part real easily. So you just gotta be a little patient and let it come together and it'll lay down. Okay, so now let's do this one. It was a sticky now, so wet didn't work too good, but now that it's sticky, it's happening. Okay? And I know somebody like, I don't want all that glue on my hand. Right, but it's okay. It's just a little bit of school glue. Comes off easily. Okay? So, we got that. And we got to get this piece. I know this time consuming, y'all. I ain't got nothing else I'm about to do besides measure the paper and cut it. That's it. Okay, I'm not going to sew the paper in because I got to put the paper together with the packages so I can see how I'm going to sew it in. Okay, so this is not staying down like that did, but I ain't got time to mess with it all day. So we'll try this one more little time and see if it works. If it pop back up, then it just pop back up, because I can't be here all day. Okay, little paper? Okay. Somebody is okay with me trying to get it to do the right thing, and somebody else has moved on already. But this is the process. That's what it takes, okay? So we got that. I don't know why this is not, doing something. Maybe it didn't have enough glue. I don't know. But we're going to just lay it on down. And when we fold it, it will crease. And then this part is ripped back. So we got to come on in here at the top. Make sure all of that is nice and adhered and everything, so that it can be right. Okay? Because we don't want it to not be right. We need it right. I hope y'all can even see what I'm doing. Okay? All I'm doing is putting the paper down, so it ain't that big, but I am trying to keep you in view. Okay? Alright, so now we got that. That's it. That's all I'm doing right now. That's the end of it. Let's put these circulars over here with those other food advertisements, because that's what we're going to use to add with this paper right here that we have folded to put in. Okay? So, how are you going to do that? Let me show you how I'm going to do it. Okay? I want to keep it inside of here like so. Okay, so that's our spine right there, and I need it to be right there like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is mark this with a marker. I'm marking it a little bit right Oh, this is too small. I need a real marker. Okay. I'm going right here where the blue line is on the on that reinforced paper, and I'm going to cut that right there. And then I'm going to do the same thing up here after I straighten the whole spine out. Make sure it's standing up straight, and then I can get a good mark. Okay. And now I'm going to cut this paper off that I don't need. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. How is this get ready to turn out? I don't know. But what I do know is we're going to cut it. Alright, so that was inside. So I can use the pinking shears for that. To cut this right here. Okay, then all of these we'll put to the side, and then we're going to come and we're going to cut this part. See, I had this so long. This is two different colors. It's all faded over here. All right, so we got this, and we're going to cut this right here, because that's what it told me. It told me right here is good. So I'm going right here and cut. And then this is getting ready to be trying to curl backwards. Let me just hold it for a second and hope. Okay, so now we're finished with all of that. Okay, so now that we got that and we got that, all right, now we have this. All right, I'm not sure why y'all can't see real good, honey, every time I look. Maybe because the thing's so long. Okay, so here we go. We got that blue line and this crinkled edge here to here. That's what we have. And so that fits in there perfectly. Okay, I'm trying to see if y'all can see all of that. Let me understand. Hold on, because maybe I don't see you see it all. Okay, so there you go. All right, let me see. Let me stand up. Okay, so now we have this point to that point. You do see that, okay? So now what I want to do is I want to cut this. I'm going to put this one over here to hold that. And I want to cut this paper off to the edge. All right, so now I can't leave that here. I have to put it down here, put this here, put this here, and then that closes this book. So when it closes like that, I'm going to mark it on the inside, because that's going to sew in there, and I can see, which you probably can't, I can see here, and I'm going to mark it right here. All right. Let me see. Because this is my book. Yep. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Okay. So now, it was a little tricky to me at first, because I'm like, wait a minute, you can't do it like that. But I can do it like that. I'll tell you what it was in a second. All right. So, when I was looking at it, I marked it right here. And that looks like, you got all of this left though. It's like right here, and you marked it here, and you got all of that. But I had to remember this has to fold up and go that way. So this is getting cut here. Okay, let's slide it over, and we're going to cut it right here. Okay, now, this is what I have. Okay, let's put that to the side. Now, since I have that, I will use 2 of these to keep these still. 2 big paper clips. All right, and now I have this as paper for the journal, and it fits right inside. Let's see if you can see all these pieces of crumbs from the pink and shears. So it fits right in there like that. And this is the edge of the book from the other side. And when it folds, this part will wrap over like that. And the paper is, you can see it. Let me show you. The paper is right there. Can you see the paper peeping out? It's right there. So it's about an inch away from the fold, because it don't have to be all the way over. We don't need it all the way over. I just want to add some paper, you know, to it. And then that's that. Okay? So this was what we got for this part of it. I hope that you enjoyed it. It was like work. Like, I didn't really know how I was going to do this. But this is what I got. And I'm going to be cleaning up some of these edges of this paper flaps, and I'm going to start adding some packaging to it to make these, you know, this can stay like it is because it's cereal. Okay, it comes right from that box, but we're going to just add some stuff to these little pieces. All right, let's move these. Let's move all of this, and I might do a couple right here because we're only on 52. Okay, and we can get a couple things happening. So I'm going to place this flat like this, even though it needs to dry. I'm just going to place it like this so it don't get all, you know, lumpy. I got to put some books on top of it. But I need it to dry. So let's move it over a little bit. And then put that other clip on there. Like so. And then that'll keep that flat. This one needs to stay up so the crease stays in and this crease stays in. So that's how we're going to set that to the side. And this is what I'm talking about for this. Okay? I don't know, y'all. I'm making this up while I'm going. Y'all see me, okay? I'm making this up. I've never made one of these before. And I'm just going to come together with adding some kind of packaging to it. I don't know how. Okay? I don't know how. So, this is one piece that we have. Round that little square or point corner off. And we might keep this like this. I don't know. Let's see. See a little point? Just round that off. This one I'm going to keep just like it is. This one is going to stay this way. We're just going to add some writing paper to it. And then this, I'm going to cut these pieces off, because this is like from the bottom of the box or somewhere. Okay. Could probably try to peel that. Okay. And all right, then we have that, and we got these little pieces. Okay, got a couple of them. We'll see how it turns out, because I don't know. But we're going to come together with something. All right, this is another one we might keep just like it is, because it's already offering, you know, that it was food packaging. So we can keep those two. And this, I might can't get that glue off of there, but that's fine if I can't. All right, and now we have these. Maybe I don't need this piece, I don't know. But we have these, and we're going to move that over because this is good. We'll keep that up there, and we'll see what we have that we can put on that. Okay. Even this kind of thing can go on here. Okay. Even this can go on here. So, but what I wanted to think about was, let's see how we can use, let's see what we have, and like, let me see, like this boom chicka pop. Let's use this, a piece of this bag. Scissors might be nice. Scissors might be nice. I'm going to cut this right here. Now what's on the back? I should have looked. This is the one that still got water in it, but it's okay. It's at least, yeah, it's a lot of water in it too. Okay, but I got some tissue right here because I got to keep some tissue by my desk at all times. So I'm not sure. Okay, so it's a lot of water in there. Clearly I washed it and did not dry it out. Okay. So now, okay, we're going to use this. That can work on there. And this probably can work on there. So we're going to cut that again. And I'm going to use this right here. And I'm going to put it on here. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. Just like that. Okay? So, what we're going to use this kind of tape. Glue. This is that glue that I have that is good for cardboard and paper, but it's wood glue. Okay? And I'm going to use this on top of this side, because this this kind of paper is already shiny and slippery, slick. Okay? And we can put it on here, and then once it's dry, then we will trim it up. Okay? Just make sure most of the word is on here so we don't cut the word away. Okay? So that's one. And then we'll do the same thing for another one. And then these become little sweet tags. Okay? So this one I cut too short, but that's okay. We'll just make this one a shorter tag. That's all, because the corn word is shorter than the kettle word. So we'll do that the same way. And just put this on here and let it dry. And that's how that's going to go. Okay? And pick that up, put that right on top of there. Like that. Now we have two. Okay? When they dry, we can do some trimming of these. Let's see. Make sure. Alright, good. Now, for this one, we might want to use something different in this one, okay? Because we already used that, and we can use it somewhere else. Let's see what we can do with this. That's a Christmas one. Let's see. I think that can work. Let's cut this in half. And then we can put this one on here with the whole thing and make it still open up to something. Okay? That's how I'm going to do that. Just like that. Okay. Alright, we got to see how we can, maybe it can fit on the other piece better. Let's see. I should have checked it, but I didn't check it. Yeah, it's okay. Let's use this one. Let's use this one. It's a little bit wider, so I don't have no extra cutting to do. Okay. Slide that glue right up on there. We need a little bit more. And then we'll put that right on top of there. I want to get it on these edges because I want to keep that piece of that packaging edge. Alright, and then put it on here like this. And that's what we're going to have. Like that. And then that can still be a pocket like that. That's okay. I think that's fine. Okay. And then when it dries, we'll just trim it around the edges. Okay. And we'll add some writing paper on that side. Now let's see what we can find for this, because now this is truly trash. We don't need that anymore. And now we need something for this one. Let's see, do we want to use advertisement for that? Let's see. Maybe we can use a piece of ad for that. I want it to be a long piece, like this is not food though. This is Ollie's. But Ollie's sells snacks. But that's not food. So let's see what we can do. Maybe we'll cut some things off of it and make this a tag. Let's see. That might work too. But I wanted to save these pages. Let me see another one. Okay, let me see. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I'll cut this off of here. You know that's not working for me because it don't work. I don't like that. All right, let's get this. It's a whole piece. What I was going for was not helping me in my thinking. So this side, this side. I don't have to use this glue. I don't want to use that unless I have to, and it's better for the packaging, this plastic. This paper can stick to paper. So we can use regular school glue on this one. Alright, and then I'll just rub that so that's not too wet. Because I could have used a glue stick for that. And then I'll just set this whole lane or strip right there. Like that. And there you go. And then for that, where's my tear ruler? It's right here. I can put that on the edge. It's right here. Let's see, not on that lump though, because this little humpy mat I have is a problem. And now that's that. Okay? We'll add some writing paper to it when it dries. Okay, and then we have 2 more pieces, and then we're going to be done. Let's see what we want to put on there. Let's see, we might get us some other packaging. Let's see what's in the candy pack. What do we have in this candy pack? Nothing's in here, but I need that whole bag. Let's see. I have a sugar bag that has a lot of stuff in there. Let's see what's in here that I can use. Okay. Oh, here's something I didn't wash out. I need to wash that. Okay, so mini cinnamon. I need to wash this. Only at the bottom. Maybe I won't need to use it. Let's cut it. I still might use it though, but we'll know yet. So right now, let's see, can we use it for this? I think, let's see. Okay, Yeah, it's a little bit on here too. Some cinnamon. Mini cinnamon. It's a little bit on there. Not too bad, but it's on there. It's just a little bit. There's a lot in the bottom of it, so we're not going to use that because it's not clean like it needs to be, but this part is fine to put this on here. Okay. Yeah, we can add this to there. It would have been better if we had the Pillsbury Doughboy all the way on, but we don't have him all the way on. Let's see, can we get him? I don't know, but we can try. We might get it. We might. It might work. Let's see. Let's see. Let's get a good little bit amount of glue. And let's see. Can I get it on there? Okay. Alright. So, alright. Now that's that. I'll start with this piece so I can get that on. Okay. And then we'll add this onto there. We got it. We got it. Okay, now we'll set that so that can dry. We need that to stay together though. Okay, that's not bad, but it's still sticking its little head up right here, not trying to stick together. So let me just try and roll it under here a little bit and put a paper clip on it and see if I can get it to stay in place. Alright, I got a paper clip right here. We'll put this on there. Yeah, and let that dry. So that's what we have. That's what we have. We have a few little tags. I have this one. I don't know what I'm going to use, but we have a few little tags here that we've created out of some packaging and some advertisement, and we're going to incorporate it. Let's see what else we have. This is a cereal label from a bowl of cereal from school. Let's use this and put this right on here real quick. Okay, this can work for this one. All right. Sticky, sticky, sticky. All right, let me use a new finger because I don't mind, and add some glue to here and stick this apple cinnamon Cheerios label down on here. Okay, I can slide up a little bit and we should be all right. And then we'll cut this part off. And then we'll trim them all when we get back to it. So these are the beginning places of our labels that are part of our tags for our junk journal. And we will trim them and pop a hole in them and put a piece of string or ribbon or something on them. And we will keep going, keep building, keep growing. I might do some stuff off camera. I'm not sure when I'm coming back, but I am coming back. And I know this is going to be at least 3 videos. So this is part 1 of my big trashy junk journal. All right, I will see you guys in my next video. The next one might be a sticker series. We're not sure. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you guys real soon, okay? While I'm picking the glue off of my fingers, okay? Peace.